IRS Investigation Department. This is Officer Jason Elbart with the batch number IR25905. May I know with whom I'm speaking to?
Yes, this is Jeff Albertson.
Oh, your name is Jason Elbart?
Jeff Albertson.
Can you just spell it out, your first name?
Jeff.
Okay.
You need my last name too?
What is your last name?
Albertson. Albertson. And what was your badge number again, please, sir?
It's 251905 IRC, which stands for Internal Revenue Code. Okay.
Internal Revenue Court? Okay.
Yes. Okay. So what do you want? Okay. How can I help you? What more information do you want from me so that I can proceed with my?
Well, somebody there has been leaving
okay,
messages.
whatever.
Somebody there has been leaving messages claiming that I owe you all money.
Okay. They told you that you owe some money to the Internal Revenue Service, something like that.
Yes.
Okay, let me take it out from my system. Okay, can you just help me? Where are you right now? I mean your mailing address so that I can take it out from my system.
Yes,
I'll explain you why the phone call has been made to you.
Yes, it's 129. It's in New York City. 10024.
Okay, it's in New York City, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, just give me a moment, Mr. Albertson. I'll pull out all the information and I'll explain you why the message is being left to you or why the phone call has been made to you. So just give me a moment and just hold the line, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks for your patience, Mr. Albertson. I have got all the information. Your first name is Jess, your last name is Albertson, and your mailing address is 12, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Before I proceed ahead and explain why the phone call has been made to you, can you just grab a pen and a piece of paper? You have to write down your case ID number.
Yes, I have paper with me right now.
Okay, you can write down your case ID number. Your case ID number is IRS
Okay.
508
508
050
050
V2, V as in Victor, number 2, V2, okay?
Okay.
And you can write down my name. My name is Jason Albert.
Jason Albert. Okay.
Yes, Jason Albert. And my batch ID number is 251905 IRC.
251905 IRC.
Yes. Okay, Mr. Albertson, we made a phone call to you to ascertain your attorney's information that there is some serious legal allegation and a lawsuit has been filed against your name by the Internal Revenue Service. So do you know what the case is all about and what is going on?
No, this is the first time hearing about it, and I want to know why my lawyers weren't contacted before me.
Okay, listen to me. The line on which we are talking right now is a federally monitored and recorded line. So over this federally monitored and recorded line, you should be very specific in whatever you speak, and you have to be very careful in whatever you speak over this recorded line, because it's going to serve you as an evidence inside the courthouse, and it can be against you or it might be in favor of you, okay?
Okay.
Now, according to your case file, the Audit Department of the Internal Revenue Service have conducted a very confidential audit on your tax file between the year 2011 to 2015. And between these 5 years, they just found out that there was some kind of miscalculation error. For the taxes that you filed does not match the tax record that we have with us. It means that you did not file the actual amount which you were supposed to file between these 5 years. And you have to be very clear in your mind that we are not talking about any one particular year. We are talking about the duration of those 5 years. Between those 5 years, the Audit Department of the Internal Revenue Service have just found out that the tax return does not match the tax record that we have with us. There was a miscalculation error or discrepancy over your tax file. and you made a numerical mistakes while filing your taxes, and you did not file the actual amount which you were supposed to file. Since you did not file the actual amount which you were supposed to file, the government is thinking that you're trying to defraud with them, you're trying to commit defraud with the government, and you're trying to hide your own income. So according to Section 7201, the amount is still outstanding on your name, which you have not paid to the Internal Revenue Service. And, and for that reason, the local authorities with a arrest warrant will soon be at your doorplace. Your driving license will be cancelled, and everything under your name will be seized. Your property, your bank account, everything will be seized. And you will be facing a federal imprisonment which can go up to 5 years. Now the total amount outstanding on your name is $8,539, which includes your pending taxes, legal charges, late fees, penalty charges, and paperwork for these 5 years. Now, Mr. Albertson, may I ask you, did you do all these miscalculation errors and this discrepancy was intentionally or it was by mistake?
Oh, wait a minute. Can you repeat the amount that I owe you again? I couldn't tell if you said 3,539 or 8,539.
Yes, it's $8,539, which includes your pending taxes, legal charges, late fees, penalty charges, and paperwork for these 5 years.
I don't understand why
and
I'm being.
I just want to know, did you?
I don't understand why I'm being bothered over such a small amount. I paid over $250,000 in taxes last year alone, and now you're calling me about some pocket change? This all could have been handled by my accountant without ever having to bother me about this. $250,000, and now you're calling me over another $8,000. I paid over $1 million in property taxes the past 5 years alone, and now you're calling me about $8,000. Don't you all have something better to do?
Listen. I'm sorry. Okay, listen to me because here there was some miscalculation. Okay, that is on your 1040 form, line number 7, where you have to mention your wages and your salaries. Now the amount and the figure and the amount on your 1040 does not match with your W2. You end up paying a lesser amount.
What amount was put on? What amount was put on there?
I'm sorry?
What amount was put on that form? All this is handled by my accountant, so if my accountant's making mistakes, I need to talk to him. What amount did he put on the 1040 form?
Okay, listen to me. The IRS doesn't have any concern whoever is filing your taxes, maybe your CPA, HNR book, tax repairer, or the accountants. Because if they make any mistakes, you are a responsible person to take care of that. And it is not your job to talk to your accountant. It is our job. It is the investigation department job to talk to your accountants, and we're going to find out whether your mistake or the accountant's mistake. If the accountant is making mistakes, okay, it's not your problem. Okay, we're going to file case against him, and he is liable to pay you the double amount to yourself, to you, I mean to say. But today, since it is under your name, the investigation is under your name. I mean the case file is under your name. So that's the reason why the phone call has been made to you, not to the accountant. And today itself, we are going to take your case legally inside the courthouse. But before we do that, it's our duty and responsibility to inform you. In the past, we tried to reach you 2 times, sending you those certified documentations at your mailing address, but you never received them. You were not present at home, unfortunately, and the letter bounced back to us. And for the second time, we attempted to send you back again. It just came to the IRS agent and just left a yellow note at your doorstep stating that give us a response. But till now, we did not get any response from your side. That's the reason why the phone call has been made to you. And in the past, you have never faced such kind of situation, such kind of problems or troubles with the Internal Revenue Service, and the IRS is thinking that it could be only just a mistake. That's the reason why today we are giving you to take care of the situation by choosing 2 options. Okay, any one. So the first option, if you think that you did not make any mistakes, if you think that your tax file was very neat and very clean, okay, you can just hire a very good criminal attorney for yourself. You can just fly down to Washington D.C. and you can fight the case. And if you lose the case, and if you lose your case inside the courthouse with the Internal Revenue Service, then all your bank known accounts, your property, everything under your name will be seized. And you will be facing a federal imprisonment which can go up to 5 years. And with a federal charges can go up to $20,000 to $30,000, and your Social Security will be blocked for the next 7 years. That is your first option. And the second option is called OOCR, which stands for out of court restitution. Here it means that you can take care of the situation by paying the outstanding amount to the Internal Revenue Service today itself on immediate basis, cancel the arrest warrants, and resolve your case outside the courthouse. And we're giving you these options not because of anything, but because in the past you have never faced this kind of situation. In the past, the record was very good, very neat and clean. That's the reason why we gave you these resolvement options. And this is a federally monitored recorder line. So over this federally monitor and recorder line, you are not allowed to mention your credit card numbers, your debit card numbers, anything. Okay?
If it's a federally recorded line and you're with the IRS, why wouldn't I be allowed to mention those things?
You are not allowed to mention your personal information like your credit card numbers, no debit card numbers, no bank details, no check is going to work, because we have to solve the whole conversation between you and me inside the courthouse, and everybody is going to listen to this conversation. And if we mention your personal information like your debit card numbers, credit card numbers, and it's not good, it's going to affect your future records. That's the reason why we're not allowed to mention any personal information. And to resolve your case personally, you have to make a payment by yourself. And nobody can do for you. You yourself you have to do it because it's under your name. And personally, you have to do it, not through the telephone. At this point of time, I just want to know what your good intent is. You want to take your case inside the courthouse, or you want to resolve outside the courthouse by paying the total outstanding amount?
I am not even going to waste my time on a Saturday over $9,000. And as far as hiring a criminal lawyer, I'll be playing golf with about 5 lawyers in a couple of hours. So I'll take my chances in court on this.
Okay, you mean to say that you want to take your chance inside the courthouse, correct?
Yes.
Okay, not a problem. Okay, we're not forcing you to do anything. We're just giving you the options. I was just mentioning the options. If you feel more comfortable with the first option to go to the federal courthouse of Washington D.C., then it's okay, not a problem.
There's not a federal courthouse in.
The case,
what about the federal courthouse in New York City?
You have to fly now to Washington D.C. because this is the headquarters. This is the headquarters of the. That's the reason why you cannot go anywhere. This is not your local case. This is not your state case. This is the federal case. So you have to go to the federal courthouse of Washington, D.C., and you have to fight your case.
Yeah, I'm not flying to Washington, D.C. I'll just go down to the office down on 61st Street and talk to them. Or I'll send my lawyer down there to talk to them, I mean.
It's not, okay, let me just inform Mr. Albertson. You have to go to the federal courthouse of Washington, D.C., and not anywhere else. And okay, once we get disconnected, we have to activate the arrest warrant which is issued under your name. We have to download these documentations. We have to submit it to the Federal Courthouse of Washington, D.C. And your case will be held inside the Federal Courthouse of Washington, D.C. after 25 minutes of getting disconnected between you and me. So you tell
I didn't
me
understand. I didn't understand what you just said. I didn't
courthouse.
understand any of that stuff. Can you just repeat that? I didn't understand what you said.
I said, as soon as we get disconnected, once we get disconnected between you and me, I have to activate the arrest warrant which is under your name. I have to download the case. I have to submit it to the Federal Courthouse of Washington, D.C., and your case will be held after 25 minutes. And you have to fly out to Washington, D.C., to the Federal Courthouse of Washington, D.C., and you have to fight your case with your criminal attorney. And let me just inform you, if you lose the case, then
what?
It's your problems. Okay.
So you're saying that when I get off the phone, you're saying that when I get off the phone with you, you're saying that when I get off the phone with you, you're gonna upload my case to the federal courthouse in Washington D.C. and the trial is gonna start in 20.
Yeah, I have to submit it.
And the trial's gonna start in 25 minutes.
Yes, not even 25 minutes. As soon as we get disconnected, I have to activate it. I have to download it. I have to submit it to the Federal Courthouse of Washington D.C. That's what I was saying. Okay, at this point of time, Mr. Albertson, okay, you don't have to waste your time. I don't have to waste my time either. You can just, okay, you told me you want to fight the case. That's okay. You can just fly out to Federal Courthouse of Washington D.C. You can fight your case with your criminal attorney or with your attorney, whatever you have.
Okay, all right.
Okay?
All right, well, have a good day, Mr. Albert.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.